the chips are down. Call on Mumfie when you need defending. Braver than a bulldog, brighter than a clown. Here comes Mumfie with the happy ending. With his faithful friend the Scarecrow, he's got dreams enough to share. So if you want adventure, this is where to start. If you need a hero who can play the part, the little pachyderm with a great big heart.
Down in Davy Jones's locker, deep in the bowels of the pirate ship's Sea Witch, the captain peered through his periscope. At that moment, the wicked Secretary of Night flew into his sight with an offer the captain could not refuse.
Captain Jones, I have need of your services. If you can find the Queen's jewel of power and bring it to me, then I shall rule the land, and you, the seas.
This idea appealed to the captain so much that he immediately began preparations for his search. Imprisoned elsewhere in the ship, Mumfie described his plan for escape by getting a message back to Napoleon in the Queen's palace. Scarecrow wasn't at all sure.
What if the old bird can't be found? What if the evil secretary has caught him instead? What if he can't read? Putting a message in a bottle is a fine nautical custom, but it could be years before the bottle is washed up anywhere. Not if Eel guided it to the beach.
Scarecrow wanted to make up for sounding so gloomy. What a good idea! We'll need Pinky too. Listen. Whale was waiting patiently for news of his friends. Eel told him about Mumfie's plan.
I know all the shortcuts through these waters, and I can hide more easily than you if the pirates try to catch me. So it's best if I take the message.
Then I shall stay on guard between here and the surface.
I wouldn't want to desert my friends either.
Then Eel darted along the line of portholes in search of Pinky. Dear Napoleon, we have been captured by underwater pirates. Here is a map of our whereabouts. Anything you can do to help would be much appreciated. Hope you are well and that this finds you as it leaves us. Kindest regards from Mumfie, Scarecrow, and the Admiral. When Eel appeared at the porthole, Mumfie thought that she was alone. Didn't you find Pinky? Yes, of course I did. Well, where is she? I'll show you, but keep it under your hat. I know Pinky is afraid to get her wings wet, and this way she won't get them wet at all. Everyone wished Pinky and Eel good luck, and with a last wave of her tail, Eel was gone. No one on deck noticed her wriggling towards the surface. Only the lookout in the crow's nest saw her pass. But he just shrugged to himself and thought,
An eel with a bottle. Yet another unsolved mystery of the deep.
and went back to writing postcards home.
Now all we can do is wait, I suppose. And iron a few of these pesky pants.
We'll help,
Said Mumfie.
that's what friends are for. Isn't that right, Scarecrow?
I suppose so. I never had friends before.
Friendship is a circle that grows wider every day, like the ripples spreading on a pond. Throw a pebble in the water, see the circles grow. Day by day the heart becomes more fond. When the rain is falling, see the circles that it makes. Who knows where one starts or where it ends? Little waves that intermingle, kiss and then move on. That's the way it flows when you have friends. Open arms, always full of welcome. Open eyes to look out for you. Open minds, eager to believe you. Wide and wider though it grows. Friendship is a circle that never will close. If you're not so lucky and you haven't got a friend. Maybe you've made circles all alone. Castle walls are made to last and keep the world away, but the heart must never be of stone. If you've built a wall around you, try to break it down. Friends begin where fear and doubting end. Like the ripples spreading if you open up your life, soon you'll feel the handshake of a friend. Open doors, ready to receive you. Open ears to enjoy your news. Open hearts, spilling out affection round and round the feeling goes. Friendship is a circle, on and on forever. Friendship is a circle that never will close.
Far away, above the pirate ship Sea Witch, Eel reached the surface at last.
Thank goodness. It was getting very stuffy under there. I'll lead the way now if you like. Don't go too fast. My batteries are running low again.
Summoning up all her strength, Eel began battling her way toward Pinky's island. The tide was against her, and she could feel her strength ebbing away with every stroke of her tail.
I'll have to rest for a moment. It's further than I thought. We should have used a smaller bottle.
Eel's aching jaws could hold the bottle no longer. It started to drift away. Eel was too weak to stop it. But Pinky wasn't tired at all.
Oh, well done, Pinky. But your wings are getting wet. But they still work anyway. This is fun. Tell me when you're ready.
So Eel rested against the rock and soon brightened up again.
Come on. We're nearly at the beach.
Meanwhile, Mumfie had been making further plans for escape.
How do we look? No odder than some of the coves that work for Davy Jones. But how are we gonna get out of here?
The answer came sooner than expected. It was Nasty Nate, with more dirty washing.
Who are you?
The disguises were getting him in a muddle.
I've seen you somewheres before, haven't I?
I'm a new crew member. With orders to give the prisoner some exercise on deck.
I'd have thought all this ironing was exercise enough. But if it's captain's orders...
Scarecrow had difficulty seeing through the gap in the pirate's coat.
Hurry up, you miserable numbskull.
"We're out," whispered Mumfie. Pinky and Eel reached the island at last.
Now it's up to you, Pinky. But this bottle is too heavy for you to carry. Just a minute.
Eel watched Pinky carry the message into the mist. Then she slid back into the water and started her long journey home. At first, Pinky was lost. She had found the paper trail, but she had followed it the wrong way. It brought her back to her mother's cell. Pinky longed to wake her.
Best not,
She said to herself firmly.
She'll be free soon enough if I can get this message to Napoleon in time.
Pinky decided to trace the paper back to the place where Napoleon had last been seen. In front of her was the ice floor, but there was no sign of Napoleon. Pinky turned sadly away. Suddenly, Pinky heard something.
Napoleon!
Bristol woke up just after your bunch escaped and thought this box was the best place for me. I've been trying to pick my way out ever since.
Here's a message for you from Mumfie.
409B, 417F, 262436, hike!
Is Bristle. Time to beat a hasty retreat.
But we can't go back, and you don't have time to put on skates.
Then there's no way out. But Pinky had an idea.
Oh, yes, there is.
But what that idea might be, we'll have to wait until next time.